Hello. So I am back on Minecraft 1.12.2 because I thought 1.13.1 was a little bit too buggy for my taste, and there's a bunch of other stuff in the game that I thought was a bit weird, especially the world generator. It's brand new, and it was really weird. I got like half trees. It was cut in half and whatnot, and the world looked really weird in some places. And overall, it was too laggy. And the main reason I actually went back was that they removed the customized world settings in 1.13, and that's exactly what I'm running here. Sure, you can run or sort of import or transfer a 1.12 customized world into 1.13, and you can play the world. But the problem is that all the customized settings that I have for that world will be removed. So when I go to new areas, the customized settings doesn't work anymore. And what do I mean with customized settings? Well, if I actually go into game mode 3 here and I go down, you see it's nothing underneath here. No caves, no ravines, no mine shafts or whatever, no lava lakes, no water lakes, no nothing underneath here. And that's exactly what I want. And I also bumped up the ore generation or generator, so I get a lot more ores. And for example, if I'm up here, you can't really notice, but coal, for example, they can actually spawn above sea level, the coal ore, and there's no ore here at all. Usually I have there's usually some coal ore over here, this area. There's nothing anymore. And yeah, and I will show you in my mine the extra coal or the extra ores. And I also bumped up so that, let's see if I can actually get it to work. If I go just dig down a little bit here, it should be, yeah, there we go. Got some gold and redstone already, and diamonds. And you can see I'm just on level 55. I'm not really that far from the level, and I already got diamonds. And there's a bunch of diamonds as well, so yeah. I'll fill that in later. So yeah, that's one thing that I have special customized, and I thought I would show you a little bit my little world here. The downside with going back to 1.12 is that I can't use a Minecraft 1.13 world in 1.12. Well, I can, but when I load the world in 1.12, everything that I built will be completely wiped. It's deleted. Nothing is there. And I actually saved every structure that I have, like that that structure. They spawn everything in a so-called in a structure block, so I can import that easily into other worlds. But the problem with that is they changed actually all the names, or a lot of names of the blocks. For example, these stone bricks, that was one single name in 1.12. In 1.13, it's stone underscore and brick. So things like that. So when I import those saved structures in 1.12, it will only show you the glass and the slabs. I don't even think they show the glass. It only shows you the redstone lamps and the slabs. So I can't really import everything here. So I kind of have to start all over again. It's kind of sad because I spent a lot of hours building the new structures or new houses. But anyway, this is a old world that I have, and I thought I would use it again, and of course I'll do this there. And the nether portal is over here, and I thought I would show you the old base because I actually started to build a new area. So let's go into the nether. And here's kind of a weird thing when I went back to 112, and it's constant daytime. Or the even though I turn it into night, I can actually get back and show you. Like this, and it's not because of the shaders. If I turn it into night, let's see, what was it? 16,000, I think it was. Yeah, like this, and you see it's nighttime, but everything looks like it's day. Oh, we got northern light. And it's not because of the shaders. It's kind of weird. So yeah, it's kind of a weird thing, but no problem for me. I don't need to use any night vision potion anymore. But anyway, the nether, and let load a little bit here. This is really old. I got the different farms here. I got the blaze farm over here, and I got up there is supposed to be nether star farm. Yeah, the withers. And these go to different areas in the world, in the overworld. Got the Mesa and Guardian Farm, Mushroom and Puzzle area, the jungle, ice spikes. And while I'm here, I can actually show you my Guardian Farm. And there are rails over here, but I don't really use them. So these go to a Mesa area, and there's a portal at the end there. That's pretty far away. And these go to the Guardian Farm. There's a portal over here. Because the Guardian Farm is kind of far away. And this is a kind of big Guardian Farm. You can see a couple of walls, and turn around over here, you see that's the actual Guardian Farm. So this is my own design. And how do you actually get in? Well, it's actually right over here. I think there should be a portal. Yeah. Press button to go to farm. Dunk. So over here is the farm. Yeah, there are a couple of holes here because this is the level where it's starting to fill up. And everything is sorted, and up here is the guardians getting killed or burnt. And everything will be sorted into these chests and stuff. Top area. So this is the farm. As you can see, it's quite big. And on each side there's 128 blocks between that wall over there and that wall, and it's all around. So nothing can spawn here except for the guardians and squid. And that's the nice thing with 112.2, and the squid can actually spawn everywhere. It doesn't matter if it's a small puddle or if it's just everything. In 113.1 the squid can only spawn in rivers. So yeah, You can see that this farm is quite big. I just spawned into the map here because I haven't been here. So yeah, this farm is pretty big. It goes from sea level down to bedrock. So underneath the gray area is just bedrock. So yeah, it's quite big. And it took a while to build this because I have to clear all the area as well. So yeah, I got a bunch of these areas. So let's actually get back to main area. And to my old base. Yeah, and over here I got also different areas going to another jungle, a woodland mansion, another ice bike area, and my old base. And that's not really used anymore. So let's go to my old base. Over here. And this area is quite laggy. That's why I don't really use it anymore. And yeah, if you look at my frame rate right now, in the top left corner you see it says FPS. It flickers like 60 FPS. As soon as I go to this area, I get about 20 frames per second. And that's because that house. It has a lot of chests and item frames. So yeah, that's why it's quite laggy in here, or I get a frame drop. As soon as I look away, I get about 60 frames per second, and I actually locked it to 60 frames per second when I'm recording. In the video settings, you know, frame rate 60. I get a lot more, I can tell you. I get over 100 when I use, even though I use shaders. Without shaders, I get like 400 FPS. So yeah, this is my old base. I call it now my farm base. Where I have a bunch of stuff here. You know, potatoes and carrots and beetroots and whatnot. Cocoa beans. And here's my mob farm. And this farm doesn't really work. Well, it kind of works in 1.13, but the problem is this water area. It's based on slabs and stuff. They changed the water mechanics in 1.13, so you need to kind of change this completely. Otherwise, the water will just flow down. And they also changed the mobs on how they actually handle the water, because they are getting pushed out, but when they are getting closer to the edge, they will slow down and they will kind of stop here on the edge. And they won't fall down. So this needs to be a lot smaller. And because of the water mechanics, you know, it goes 8 blocks, so you need like fences here and stuff, and just it's a big derp. So this farm needs to be changed in 1.13. Yeah, so this is my kind of old base with the automatic wheat farm with the villagers. And some other stuff I built here. And over there is my squid farm. But that doesn't really work either, kind of. Well, you can't really place it anywhere anymore in 1.13.1. In 1.12, squid can, you know, spawn in puddles like that and that. But in Minecraft 1.13.1, the squid will only spawn in rivers and in oceans. So they can spawn like over here. So you basically need to build that squid farm in a river. Or just on top of it. So I can't really have the squid farm anywhere anymore. Well, in 1.13.1, but I can do that in 1.12. So that's the squid farm. And whatnot, and that's the overworld gold farm, this iron farm. And I'm going to show you actually my mine. I did a little bit of a mine over here. And I actually go into game mode 3 here as well. And here you can see my mine. Quite big. And here you can see the actually the slime farm over there, the green pillar. And over there with the yellow, that's the squid farm. And this is one of the reasons I don't want to have any caves or whatnot, because, well, you can light them up, but it will take hours and hours just to light the caves up. But right now, I just can build this slime farm here, and the slime spawn like crazy over here. Same thing with the mob farm over there. The mobs spawn like crazy, because there's nothing spawning underneath the ground. There's a little other mod that I have with a different kind of elevator. But if you go here, you can see there's a lot of iron and stuff and gold, and it spawned like crazy. The slime. The only thing that can spawn down here is slimes. And this is the nice thing with this mine, is that there's no lava lakes, no water lakes, so I can never ever hit lava down here. I can mine how much I want, and I will never hit lava. And each of these this tunnel is 64 blocks. No, it's more. 256, I think it is. So it goes pretty far away. Yeah, you see, it's like super long. Yeah, it took many hours to mine this, and this thing I actually mined in survival mode. So yeah, this is one of the reasons I just removed caves and stuff, and the lava lakes, so I can mine in peace and quiet, and I will never ever hit lava. And there you see the laggy farmhouse, or my storage house. A lot of chests, and they create a lot of frame drops because they are considered an entity, like an animal is an entity. So are item frames and chests. So that's why I get the massive frame drop. Okay, so let's get back to my regular area, and I'm just going to use a command block over here that gets me directed to spawn. Here, spawn again, let it load in a little bit. And in this area I got this dude here, and towards the nether tower I started to have this big kind of plains area here, and it's surrounded by a mountain area. First there's kind of a river over here, and then there's a mountain area over here that surrounds it, and further that way it's like taiga and a desert. But this is sort of my new base, and I had to start all over again, so I just built this sort of nether portal here to my base. And of course there's a tunnel to it in another. And of course this tower will be the center of the town, of course. And over there is just my main house that I always have. And I'm not going to have that sort of storage house in here, because it will be too laggy, so I might have some other system for it. Otherwise, nothing special. And I am running mods, and this is another mod. It's called Iron Chests, and you have different chests. And this is the diamond version, because it's kind of bluish color on it, and they are really big. You can store a lot in them. A regular chest is like this, but this is kind of big. I think you can fit 3 double chests in here, in one single chest. And here's another mod. It's a elevator mod from the open blocks. So you just stand on the block and then you press space to go up and shift to go down. Freaking dog outside. And the same thing here in the tower. I got this elevator blocks, so just stand on it and go up and down at the top. So yeah, that's kind of what I built so far, and this will be kind of my town. And I can show you on another mod that I have, the journey map. And here's the big area. Here's my new base. Here's where I am, my tower. And here's sort of the mountain area over here. And this is sort of my town, and it's surrounded by kind of a river. So my entire town will be here. And over here to the right is the spawn area, another tower, the end tower, and up north here is my old base. So yeah, my old little base. But this will be kind of my new base over here. So yeah, and that's the nice thing with the journey map. I don't have any waypoints here yet because I just reinstalled everything, but you can have waypoints to different areas. And down here is the Guardian farm, which is kind of big. So yeah, it feels kind of nice to be back on 1.12.2 and using the customized world again. Downside is that I have to rebuild everything because the structure blocks and stuff doesn't really work in, or the structures doesn't work because they changed the names of the blocks. So yeah, new world, new base. See you later.